How much money can you make trading Forex? The internet is full of hype, but today I'm giving you the real numbers. No fake Lamborghinis, no fake lifestyle. I'll break it down to you. Now, to answer how much money you can make trading Forex, the simplest answer that you need to understand is that you can make as much as your skill, strategy, and discipline allows. That's simple to understand. It's not magic. It's math and mindset. It's math and mindset. When we trade, we have to understand or gain experience as to how to use this trading platform, MetaTrader 5, and how we can actually make money using this platform. Now, these platforms comes with many options that we can actually use. So, some of us are confused as to where do we begin. Bozza, please assist me. I'm struggling. I want to start Forex. I don't know what I need to do. So in this case, I've made it much easier for you. You go to our YouTube channel. You go open YouTube app. You search BozzaTrader. Then you subscribe to our channel. Once you have subscribed to our channel, there are guides that I provided for you to actually get started, learn how to open trading account and all that. But then I want us to note as to how much money we can make, how much money you can make. As I've mentioned, you can make as much as your skill, strategy, and discipline allows. So how do I get the skill, strategy, and discipline? Right. It's simple, but not easy. I want you to understand something. It's simple, but not easy. So let's actually make a map of what we are talking about so that we don't get to be confused. Let's use a different page and move together. Now I'll explain as to what you need to do. Number one, when we trade, we are risking money. So number one, risk. So these are the factors that you need to consider into having the skill, strategy, and discipline. Risk. Number two, account size. There are money that you will deposit there, whether you say you deposit $10 or $5. Number three, the leverage. Leverage, some of you might not know what's a leverage, and I've explained to many times what is leverage, what is happening with leverage. Number four, discipline. Discipline, I know some of us, we don't have that. And discipline comes with understanding how we actually operate as human beings, understanding what our psychology, simple, understanding our psychology as human beings, and that is important, it's fundamental to understanding how we can actually make money in the Forex, even though maybe I'm not explaining to according to how you actually, it might fit your perception of understanding the world, because psychology is not a one-way street, it's dynamic. So meaning that it's not the same for person to person. So depending on what you know, how you were raised, and what you actually experience, that will shift your psychology and also discipline. So leverage, that we can talk about, and account size, that we can talk about, risk management, that we can talk about. Then once you have the risk management or risk, or that you understand the risk that you're taking, you now have to understand what you have to understand: trading strategy. Trading strategy, I've shared a beginner's trading strategy for some of you actually still new as to what strategy should I use, Bozza, when to buy and when to sell. As I've mentioned, it's not magic, it's math. So strategy we are using to analyze the supply and demand, which we will know now it's time for us to buy, it's time for us to sell. And the mindset, you now develop what the mental, the strong mental, that you understand yourself, that I'm a disciplined person, and you make an oath that I don't want to do this and that. I will never ask someone to trade on my behalf, because I want to take full responsibility of what or I want to take full responsibility of the consequences that will happen. So I won't actually ask somebody to trade for me, but I can ask for assistant, I can ask for lessons, I can actually, I want to learn, I want to grow, I want to be a student, I don't want to follow anyone, and I want to actually explore myself, get better. So this is all part of understanding as to how much money you can make. So Bozza, please just keep it easy. I'm confused. You're mentioning a lot of things. Okay, if you're not confused, I'm happy. If you're confused, then I'm a bit not happy. Anyway, I'm trying to explain to you as to please don't fall for a scam. Forex is not a get quick rich scheme. You need to understand that we develop a skill, and this skill, it's something that we develop in our space of analyzing the market. And when we're talking about the market, because I don't want to talk about something that is far away, so let's go to MT5, right? Since I've mentioned that, I want to talk about real numbers. You've probably seen me. This is actually an account that I have of Derive. You can see it's having 0.50 cents, and this is IC market. So in this case, when I manage risk, this is my real account. Let's actually refresh some of you to actually see. So when we are actually looking at this, it's important to note that you must actually not risk a lot of money. So now I can go ahead and transfer any amount of money that I want to transfer here so that I can be able to trade. But then the most important things in trading is understanding risk, using a lot size. So when it comes to making money in Forex, how much money you can make, as I've mentioned, you can make as much as your skill allows. This is my account. If you have been following me on my YouTube channel, you've probably seen that I actually make a lot of money, even though some of you might actually not find it actually as something that is actually because I'm confused. Please explain to me what's happening here. This is how I actually make money. So I have to raise a small amount of money just to make this much money. So I take it I'm trading in a long-term game, not in a short-term game. So I'm not focusing on getting rich quick, but I'm focusing to stay consistent for a long period of time. And I don't want to mislead anyone, because some of you, I know you are everywhere, you're looking for robots, you're looking for that, and I don't know if this is actually something that you think that might help you in the long run. But anyway, I understand that you are looking to be a better person. So Bozza, please, as you've explained, you can make as much as your skill, strategy, and discipline allows. It's not magic. It's not magic. We don't gamble when we trade. If you see me trading here, we don't gamble. So now let me explain some of the things, as I've mentioned that we talked about risk. When you risk here, you must risk based. We risk based, or let me not say you must risk, because maybe you might not know. We risk based on free margin, the money that we have as free margin. The margin is not money meant to be lost. So we are not focusing on risking the margin. So in this case, here's another example. Here, we have to risk based on based on the free margin. If we don't have free margin, then we are risking the margin, which is very dangerous, by the way. As you can see, let me show you here. Yeah, and some of you might see we have 16 here. We are left with free margin of 0. So we don't have any free margin to open many trades. So in this case, what is happening here, Bozza? You see, you're making a lot of money. I want you not to be influenced. This is part of me managing risk. It doesn't mean that on balance I had $16. As you can see, the account here, it's 16 USD. It simply means that I'm trading and I'm making profit. But since I've seen that I'm in profit, I can now remove the free margin and withdraw it. So you can see now part of risk. You need to learn more. You need to learn more in this channel. I shared tutorials as to how we risk. Account size, the amount of money that you have in your actual balance. You can see here with $45 because this is a $45 account. So we cannot actually risk too much. So we need to make sure that we risk maybe, let's say $2, so that we can have many trades. And leverage, remember, leverage will cut account money that you need on margin. And the higher you have leverage, the less the money that you need here, the more the free margin that you have here on free margin. And once you have free margin, then in your head you might think that yes, I can open many trades just like here, and then you'll be left with what? You'll be left with nothing. Then that's very dangerous, because what you do in this case, if you count this one and say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then you find that it's 9, you will divide it by the 16. And if you divide it by the 16, you will see that we are risking around 1 point something each trade. So each trade can be affected. Why? As I explained here, when we trade the market, when you go to section chart here, we have what we call the number of points. If you buy now with 0.01 lot size, then you'll be looking here as to when you're setting stop loss, because setting stop loss is part of risk management. But the app MT5, automatically it will count for you as to how much money you are risking. So in this case, this is MT5 and derived. Let me just go to chart for you to see. Let's say right now we want to buy. Remember, lot size is important. When you go to quotes, each and every asset has its own parameters, so we must pay attention to that. Don't make the mistake of, let's say, Bozza, I want to trade GBP USD, and you don't understand as to what are you trading, what are you buying, what are you selling. So let's add GBP USD, go back, and let's scroll all the way down, tap here, tap on properties. Each and every asset has its own parameters, minimum volume and maximum volume. I've explained as to what is lot size and how it works. So if we tap on GBP USD, we go to chart. I wanted to show you the points, and now we tap on this icon here just to mention that we want to open sort of like an order. So let's change time frame fasting, go to 5 minutes, use this feature here, and this is what we're using, and click on SL. When you click on SL here, you'll be able to see the number of points. You can see the number of points here. So the more we actually add the stop loss, you can see how much money we are risking. So 237 on lot size 0.01 is equivalent to $2.37. So you can see that if right now the graph or the chart makes a U-turn, then the account will be blowing without us having our main stop loss hit. Remember, our strategy has to have a stop loss, a certain stop loss that we determine based on the analysis that we do on the graph. So once you do understand this, now you'll be able to gain more, or you'll gain an edge in actually making money in trading Forex. So make sure that you are searching for how much money you can make. You can make as much as your skill allows, strategy and discipline. So when we talk about the strategy, there's something, as I've mentioned, the points. This is the last thing that I want to mention here before we are out of this session. So we have the buy here, 0.01, stop loss here, right? If we get in a trade, we have this what we call period separators here. When we get a trade here, this is the lowest price here, lowest price area. We are expecting to get out at the highest price next area. So the points from here to here, you will see that we're expecting more profit. So in this case, if you go to MT5, the app will count for you. If you're using MT4, you might not have that. So if we change time frame now, let's say 1 hour, and then we click on this icon over here, we click on TP, you can see how much money we are expecting. So with that being said, I love you all, stay blessed. I will see you on another tutorial. This is the right information about Forex. Stay tuned to this channel. For those who need mentorship blessings, for those who need to join my free WhatsApp group, we have that free group, so make sure that you join it. It's here. So you can also subscribe to our YouTube channel, and it's free. You can also follow us on Facebook and Twitter. We are there also. So if you need anything or you like to ask questions, please explain me this. I'll be happy to assist you. But then for you to get training, gain more understanding as to what you need to know about trading Forex. In this channel, I share only the right information about trading Forex. So stay blessed. I love you all. I'll see you on another tutorial whereby we learn more information.